My name is Herb Henry. Been without the use of my legs for 29 years, in a wheelchair for 29 years. This is my life. I don't take a day or a thing for granted. Basketball. It's my sanctuary, it's peaceful. Everything goes away when it's just you and the ball. It's therapy in itself. To me, it just takes me away from so much. The game may be a bit different, the circumstance may be a bit different, but the toughness, the grit, it never leaves you. And nobody wants to hear the pity story. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you know, get right or get left, as my wife would say. Figure it out. I'm the youngest of 5, total of 5 brothers. I grew up here in Louisville, West End, directly across the street from Shawnee Park.
Shawnee Park, you'd have the legends that would come and whatnot. Darrell Griffith going, some of the University of Louisville players, they would play down there. There was a summer league called the Dirt Bowl. Everybody would come see. You'd see all the natural talent in Louisville. Before the chores were being doled out at home, Herb was going out the front door to Shawnee Park. Basketball every day. Herb probably would have gotten a scholarship playing collegiately, basketball-wise.
My freshman year going into high school, I'm out there just content, playing basketball, you know, having a good time. And van full of kids pull up. Henry, get in this van. I knew they were going to play football. You know, high school, we just started our freshman year at Dawes. Played linebacker from then to my senior year, didn't look back.
He was just ferocious, tenacious. Ultimately, he got a football scholarship at the University of Louisville to play fullback because he would stone you. I mean, he would just outright stone you.
I just realized at an early age I could impose my will on people more than they could me.
Another good block by Herbert Henry, the freshman fullback, come in to spring him, and he's just a tough running back.
January 18th, 1992. 18 years old. The decisions, the self-destructive, the behavior that went on that night, because that's what it basically boiled down to. Decision making. Don't really drink, but I'm having a drink. We go to the party. The Red Barn was the name of the facility. We get in the party. I saw chaos around me. Somebody on my team, they were, you know, in a scuffle or confrontation, so I'm the savior, supposedly, huh? I was just being an obnoxious drunk. And I threw a punch, and as soon as I punched the guy, bang, bang. I couldn't feel my legs and I couldn't breathe. I woke up in a hospital bed. I go from a big, strong running back to not even being able to sit up. Could have made a million other decisions, could have been doing a million other things, but I chose not to. So I had to be accountable at that time. Accountability.
Aaron liked to be out on the court, but as Aaron got older, Aaron didn't want to work too hard. So I would send him down to see Herb in the summertime. And Herb was in his grind. So Herb was like, there ain't gonna be no video games. Come on, let's get out here.
I couldn't wait to get out of school to go to Louisville, spend the summer with my uncle. He basically put the ball in my hands. He made a lot of things fun for me. He'd always take me to go play basketball, and he used to kill me all the time. We'd play from sunup to sundown.
I was just thankful to have somebody to have a passion for it and share it with. It kind of hurt me sometimes to watch him play, because if he didn't have the ball in his hands, then he was just out the game.
From about 7 years old to like 13 years old, he he just tear me a new one.
Rebound, play defense, catch it off the rim, dude, you just go get the ball and take it. Don't wait on somebody to pass it. So this is this conversation I had with him for years and years, and finally I said, I ain't coming to watch you play no more. You don't play with no heart, man.
It was just like being with another dad. My Uncle Herb was my dad away from my dad at home. My dad is a man of many things. Tough love with him is the only way to love. My Uncle Herb, he taught me how to have heart. He taught me how to fight, and he taught me just to never give up. Just make the most of your opportunity, man, and don't make an excuse.
This is something that you love to do. Leave your heart out there. Leave it on the court. If he put his heart into it, he could the sky's the limit for that kid.
We all knew that Aaron was a player that you just constantly had to push. But he could take tough coaching. He responded to that. And as he got older, he finally started putting effort with athletic ability. And that's when the floodgates opened as far as scholarship offers. I told Coach Izzo, I said, Aaron's the type of player, he's got everything you want. But Aaron's the type of kid that sometimes you gotta be in his behind about. You're gonna have to tough coach him sometime.
Well, father knows best, as they say, because I ring those words to Aaron every day since then.
These are my exact words to him. I said, I expect that you're going to dress him down from time to time, but you build him up at the end of the day, and as a human being. And he's done that. I told Aaron before he signed his national letter of intent, when I drop you off on whatever campus it is, that first practice, when you make that first mistake, you're gonna be everything besides a child of God. Understand that. But what you have to also understand is to see through that and listen to what they're trying to get you to do, and that they're pushing you to greatness.
Welcome everyone to the first round of the NCAA tournament.
The Bradley game in the NCAA tournament, Aaron's freshman year. That game?
When we had the infamous finger wave that drove all the country nuts, it didn't even faze James.
My son, back in the day, he wouldn't run all the time. So this is one of those situations where he didn't get back on defense. Izzo is livid.
A little bit of animation here from Coach Tom Izzo to his freshman, Aaron Henry.
Aaron Henry didn't know how to push himself all the time. If I could push him by just hugging and kissing him, I'd hug and kiss him.
And they keep going at it, and I'm sitting there like, Aaron, just shut up. Aaron, just shut up. I'm talking to TV, Aaron, just shut up.
The hardest time I had to go through was just probably that whole exchange my freshman year. In the heat of the moment, he got after me for sure, and I'm confused. Like, I thought I was doing the right things. I thought I ran my lane. I thought I did the right assignment on defense. I'm pretty sure my dad had the remote in his hand. He was just shaking his head, yeah, get after him. I'm pretty sure that's how my whole family was.
I saw the blow up like everybody else. You're a freshman, so you have to bundle your ego. And now, okay, I have to listen and see, is this the best guidance, or is he just riding me for no reason? Listen to what I'm saying and not how I'm saying it. Because if you listen to what I'm saying, you can be successful.
I think what's misunderstood is people look sometimes on how the message is delivered. It's like we're not supposed to challenge anybody. I think it's funny that I had to call his dad the next day, because any parent would be calling.
Coach calls me. Hey, what's going on, Coach?
And I said, well, I just want to see how, are you okay? And
I'm like, okay, and what's wrong? And so I think he knew at that point, we're okay. Because if I had a problem, I would have called him before the game was even over.
I mean, the guy was comical. If I could have saved that tape, it'd have been worth $1 million. It was like, hey, you didn't get him where he needs to be yet. I think I was getting scolded on the phone instead of the other way around.
So we're comfortable with it. We knew that Coach had his best interest in mind. What happened when he came back the next game?
And in comes off the wing, the freshman, flying Aaron Henry.
Almost had a double-double. That's how you respond. He had a great tournament. He can handle the tough coaching.
Henry, what a pass! The pass from Aaron Henry.
I didn't come here to be baby. I came here to be the best version of myself, and every day Coach Izzo has pushed me to be that, just like my parents did, just like my Uncle Herb did. I feel sorry for anybody who doesn't have that person in their life that will always hold them accountable to the highest standard.
I think that's another step in the evolution of Aaron now. He's got to realize he's the go-to man. Last year it was easy, you know, with Cassius and Xavier. And now Aaron, who was in the subsidiary role, is now moving up into that role. It's not a bad thing. It's part of the process. There was a huddle when he said, it's time we start winning games at the end. And I was like, wow, that was a oh yeah moment, you know, where I said, this is good, you know, player, coach, team. He's making it, and he made it aggressively. He might even have waved his finger at somebody, so I better reprimand him for that.
Penn State's got a chance. Dredd, great defense by Henry. Defense won this game for Michigan State.
I've enjoyed the maturation of Aaron and Coach Izzo's relationship. And I think that tough love has sharpened Aaron. He's gotten a lot better because of his guidance and because of that tough love.
Here's Henry, right into the lane. Beautiful shot.
The lessons he got from Herb, from Coach Izzo. Aaron has just been blessed with everybody that he's been around. It's been a perfect storm as far as raising a kid into a man.